Okay, folks, that is open water that you see, and that is Lake Poygan. It's quite different than what you see with going on over here with the Otter Street Fishing Club over here on Lake Winnebago. We're going to have two flights for you guys today, and two very looking different bodies of water. You got Poygan with some open water out there, so obviously you're going to use caution. And we've got Lake Winnebago where they're actually putting out the bridges. Let's get on to that elevator music so we can do some ice safety. If the ice is less than 4 inches, you should not be out there. It is unsafe. Or if it's liquid, 4 inches or more, it is safe for ice fishing. 5 inches, you can take a snowmobile or an ATV. Between 8 and 12 inches, a car or an SUV, or I would say a large side-by-side. Between 12 and 15 inches, you can take the state vehicle of Wisconsin, a pickup truck. Between 15 and 20 inches, a T-Rex. Between 20 inches and 50 inches, a Viking ship, which would be odd to see. And 50 to 60 inches, a Star Wars AT-AT or an Imperial Walker. On to the ice report. So here we are, we're overflying off of Merritt Avenue where the Otter Street Fishing Club was busy at work getting things ready. Now, I don't know if they actually got those bridges out or not today, so you're going to want to go over to their Facebook page and check that out or contact a club member, they'll let you know. So there we are looking north towards Garlic Island. Now remember, I did not go on the ice. And no ice is 100% safe. This is only the information and what I see from the drone. Now, Garlic Island's just going off to the screen there, and we're starting to pan to the west. So this is the west shore of Lake Winnebago. Now, normally there's cracks in this area, and they're setting up very similar to how they always are. The cracks on Lake Winnebago tend to run north-south or south-north, depending on how you're looking at that. Now, there is where the Otters Fishing Club is doing their stuff with the plows. Stay to the end of the video. I do some interesting fast-forward shots watching them. But the ice over here looks pretty darn good. That was the city of Oshkosh just going off the screen here. We're kind of looking approximately south. Now remember, these are approximate locations, and again, I did not go on the ice. You have to make the decision on your own to do that. We're going to be dropping in elevation again once we get done with this pan. That's the east shore off in the distance out there, and we're going to be kind of looking north here in just a little bit. So we're just doing a normal pan. This is kind of boring ice out there, but boring is good. So that is nice to see. And there we are finishing up looking to the north again. Now we're going to drop in elevation. There we are lowering the height of the drone. I was just at about, I was up around 300 feet in that first video. Now we're dropping down to right around 125-ish, somewhere in that range. It was quite windy out there, almost enough where I didn't fly, but we're going to be doing that same pan. So we're looking north again, and it's going to be almost a repeat. But people like this lower elevation so you can see things a little bit better. You know, we got people out there, obviously, with UTVs pulling their flip overs, it looks like, which is great to see. It's really nice seeing people out there fishing. So again, stay to the end of the video and you can watch those nice people at the Otter Street Fishing Club doing their thing with the plows. It's really cool to see. And then some people walking out there, you know, didn't have an ATV or didn't want to take a UTV. So if you don't have those, you can still get out. Remember, no ice is safe ice. I want all of you to be safe out there. If something doesn't look right, please leave. Make sure you tell people where you're going, have a plan, and also bring some flotation with you. I recommend a float suit if you can afford that. And if you're out there on a vehicle, follow all the rules and regs. Through the magic of editing, we are out on Lake Poygan now. This was out of the South Shore County launch. That launch is pretty much, I'm going to say, closed right now because that big piece of water that you see right there, we're looking west, panning towards that east shore. It is right in front of that launch. Now, with this cold weather, there's a good chance that that's going to freeze, but it is not going to be as thick as everything else that's out there. I say use extreme caution. I would stop and talk to the people at Nofke's. That's the barn that's just under the word east. I would stop over there and talk to them. They can give you more information on current conditions, and you can throw them some business. No, I am not affiliated with them. They're just nice people. Obviously, more open water to the south or east, pardon me, that's looking towards the city of Winneconne. We're starting to pan towards that north shore. So that is the north shore off in the distance. Now, there is a crack line that ran out there. I did get out there ice fishing the other day, didn't catch a darn thing. But by that crack line, there was where everyone was out fishing. I don't know how they're accessing that. It might be from over by the Duck Inn. Again, check local conditions to see if it is safe to go out. There is another large spot of open water. Now, here we are. We dropped elevations. I talked to a nice guy named Phil at the launch. Really nice to meet you, Phil. Pleasure. And another guy, I'm sorry I didn't get your name. It was nice talking to you also. He said that piece that you just saw that was out there, the open water, that one was very long and very big also. He guessed at it about half mile to a mile long. So these are some serious big patches of open water on Poygan that they're more than likely going to freeze over with these temperatures, but they're going to be much, much, much thinner. So please, please, please exercise extreme caution if you are going out on Poygan. It may look like it's safe, but no ice is 100% safe. Use caution. Tell someone where you're going. Make a plan. Bring flotation with you. Do all those things that the state and county governments recommend you do. I don't want to see any first responders going out and getting anyone this weekend. It's going to be miserable, cold, and if you go in the water, that's going to be ugly. You're not going to have a chance. Please don't put anyone or your loved ones in that situation. Use caution. Use your head. We don't want to see anyone on the wrong side of the ice. So if you just hang around to the end of the video here, I'm actually going to show you guys this a little bit closer and in more detail. And then we're also going to, right after this little clip that you're seeing right now, we're going to flip over to the guys from the Otter Street Fishing Club working on those bridges off of Merritt. So check that out. I put it in fast forward and set it to a little bit of funny music. And then when we look at this, you'll see I flip over to some ominous music. Please, everyone, be cautious. Stay on the right side of the ice. Thank you for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please like and subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. That's all I ask.